This video tutorial is to show you the basics of searching a database here at JWU on the Denver campus library. So we're going to first start by clicking on the databases A to Z list under the quick links box. And I want to show you that there are different types of databases. So for example, we do list them all in alphabetical order. It shows that we have 79 databases. You can get to them through the different letters, but different companies put out different types of databases, so their interface is a little bit different. So for example, if I click on Academic Search Complete, this is the interface for the EBSCO so that way, when you see this, you'll know that this is a particular database that goes with EBSCOhost. And then if I click on another database, we'll go back and let's click on S. We have Sage Premier. This is another company that has put out another type of database. The thing that's good about all of the different databases is that they do search very similarly. So if one of the databases searches for full text, then they probably all, most of them will also search for the full text articles. So they all do search very similar. So we're going to go ahead and just click on Academic Search Complete and use this particular database because this one has all different subject areas. It's an interdisciplinary database. So this is always a really good one to start with, plus it is also the first one listed in the database list. So we're going to just type in a basic search. We're going to type in climate change. And now notice as I'm typing that there are other keywords that are starting to come up. I would take note of these, write them down somewhere because they can really help you with other searches that you're doing. For example, there's climate change or global warming. This is a great way to expand your search. But for right now, I'm just going to type in climate change, and then I'm not going to do anything else on this page. I'm just going to do a very broad search. I'm going to click on the search button, and that will take me to the results page. So you'll see here's the results. We have 180,000, 87,000 results. So that's a lot of results, so you want to start limiting those results. And then you can do that by going over here to the left-hand side of your screen where it says Limit To, and the first thing I'm going to do is click on Full Text. So I'm asking the database to go find me all full text, give me the entire article that has to do with climate change. So that reduced our results to 67,000 articles. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on the scholarly peer-reviewed journals, because then that's going to search for, in addition to the entire article, it's going to search for all the full text articles that are scholarly peer-reviewed journals. And then that brought it down, our results down to 45,000. The next thing that I want to do to limit that, because that's still quite a few results, that I'm going to search for the last 10 years. That is the rule of thumb for most subject areas, most fields, is the last 5 years. Unless it's technology or the medical field, then it's a little bit more like 2 to 3 years. So we're going to go ahead and type in the last 5 years. Now this one does not automatically update. You do have to click on the screen anywhere so it will update. And then you'll see that it has come down to 19,000. That's still quite a few to be searching through. However, the nice thing is that you can now look for different keywords to bring that down. So climate change is a very broad search. So let's take a look through some of these articles and see what other keywords that we want to use. So we're going to look at the subject areas. and that's going to, everything that you see bolded is climate change. And they also did um, highlight global warming, since that in this the same area. But you will see that climate change is in quite a few different of the articles. There's also, like I said, the global warming, nature. We have, if we come down here, there is climate change forecasts. There's some other keywords that you could use for your searches. We have food crops if you were doing something more culinary or in the agriculture area. So this is a great way of finding other keywords. And I usually just keep a notebook and I write down all these keywords, because the name of the game in searching any database, including Google or Google Scholar, is to make as many different combination of your words as possible. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to type in global warming, and I'm going to change this to or. These are Boolean connectors, and you want to use um, two different concepts, but this is actually the same concept. So we're going to use or. You use or to expand your search, you use and to narrow your search, or you would use synonyms such as climate change or global warming. Not you would use if you don't want a particular topic to keep appearing. Sometimes you may get something like coaching. You are wanting to look at the training of the coaching, not the sports area. So you can put in training, coaching, um, but not sports. So let's go ahead and do a search with this. And that did expand our search, not by much, but we now are searching global warming and climate change. So if we want to that to our results to come down a bit from 19,000, let's add something like effects. And again, we can add effects or impact or consequences. And here are more words that you may want to use. So we're just going to keep effects, and then we're going to click on search. And then that didn't bring us down that much, but you don't have to look at every page either. So this is actually just about finding articles in the first 1, 2, 3, 4 pages that are relevant and that are more about what you're looking for. Now, from here, you will see that the full text is always listed at the bottom. You can choose either one. PDF is a scanned article of the print article. The HTML is the electronic version of it. You can also just click on the title of the article, and you'll find that the full text is over on the left hand side, but now you have a lot of tools over on the right hand side. So if you want to cite this, you can click on the cite tool. That will come up with a pop-up box that gives you the choices, the different choices of citation formats. Let's just go with APA, and then you can copy and paste that. A lot of times they're not 100%, so you may have to check it, make sure that it is in that particular format. But then you can just copy, paste that to your paper, and then you have that citation for this particular article. You can also print, email, save these articles as well. If you want to actually save the article to this particular database, then you can come into sign in, and it will give you a place where you can sign in, or you can also create a new account. Once you've done that, you can then save all of your articles within EBSCOhost. But you also have to remember to sign in every time you log into EBSCOhost. So you would just come in here and be able to log in EBSCOhost, and it will keep all of your articles. And then you'll see them up here in the folder. Let's go back to the result list so I can show you where they will go. let's say we wanted to save number 5, and you would come over here to this little blue folder, click on the plus, and that then changes to a document in a folder. If you scroll to the top here, you'll see the folder has expanded. And if you were signed in, then that would be saved in your EBSCOhost file. And that's just a basic overview on how to search a database. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask us any questions. You can come into the library, chat with us, make an appointment with us. You can text us, email, or phone us if you have any questions at all.